What's up, gamers? In this video I'm going to talk about the Gears of War Judgment multiplayer and overall if it's good, and even should you play it or check out Gears of War Judgment. Alright, I actually have 7 issues about Gears of War Judgment. Yeah, already 7 issues. It's been day 1 already. So let's get started. Let's get the bad out of the way. Here they are. My first issue with the Gears of War Judgment multiplayer is it's very different from Gears of War 3. And when I say that, I mean, it's sort of nothing like the Gears of War 3 multiplayer. Yeah, sure, the controls are about the same, but the overall feeling is way different. I sort of imagine people can fly like through the book, through all of what happened in the first 3 Gears of Wars with the multiplayer, and said, let's start fresh, let's give them our creation of multiplayer. I think that was a bad idea. I think they should have improved off Gears of War 3's multiplayer vastly. They should have said, let's take all the good things out, put them in our game, keep all the bad things in Gears of War 3 and just improve off that. They didn't do that. They sort of just threw Gears of War 3 out the window and said, let's start off new and make everyone like our multiplayer than number 3. So yes, my first problem was the multiplayer for it. It did not feel like they improved off Gears of War 3 at all. It just made it seem like, oh, let's make our own multiplayer. Now my second issue about Gears of War Judgment, and this is one that gets to me, is the guns. In Gears of War 1, 2, 3, you can have 2 primary weapons, a frag grenade, and a pistol. Not in this one. You only have 1 primary weapon, a shotgun, an assault rifle, a sniper rifle. That's about it. And a pistol and a grenade. That's all. There's no secondary weapon. If you come across a guy with a Gnasher or a sawed-off and you have a Retro Lancer, you're going to die. That to me is way unfair. I think they should have balanced that out. They should have at least given the person with the assault rifle a chance to get away. But if you're face to face with someone with a shotgun in your friggin' nose, you're gonna die. They're gonna pop your head, and you get a death. They get a kill. That's just the way it is. I think they should have made the guns like it was in Gears of War 3. They should have just built off Gears of War 3, but they didn't. They took that out. I guess they wanted to see that it would make it fair. It really didn't make it fair, guys. It sort of made you cripple instead of, more powerful. My third issue with Gears of War Judgment's multiplayer is you cannot plant frag grenades on walls or on people or on the ground. They took that out completely. Sort of. You can throw grenades at people, and if it hits them, it sticks on them. But it's a chance of luck. You cannot put grenades on the wall like you could. You cannot be like, whoosh, and then wait for someone to come by and get a kill. They took that out completely. A part of me is like, that's good because I don't want to get killed by random grenades and have it an unfair kill and me get mad over nothing. And another part of me is like, that takes away from the experience of Gears of War. I want to feel like I need to be on my toes all the time. I don't want to have to be like, oh, I'm safe all the time, because you're not. There's people hunting for you. And the frag grenades kind of like added on to that. And it was sort of irritating but cool at the same time, if that makes sense. So yeah, that was my third issue with Gears of War Judgment's multiplayer. My fourth concern about Gears of War Judgment is you cannot pick up your friends in multiplayer. In fact, when you die, you die. You don't even get downed. In Gears of War 3 and 1 and even 2, there was a game mode called Execution where you cannot kill your enemies from afar. You have to get up close and personal, chop their head off, blow them up, whatever you got to do to kill them, but you have to do it up close. They don't have that in this one. In every game mode, if you get shot or killed, you're dead. You don't even get downed. I kind of wish they should have brought that or left that in, because when I get downed, I at least want a chance to get away. I at least want a chance to have them not get a kill on me and me try to at least, try to revive myself. They didn't put that in this one, and I wish they did. My fifth topic I want to bring up about Gears of War Judgment is there is no executions in multiplayer. In Gears 3, they improved all of the executions amazingly. You can rip a guy's arm off and beat him to death with it. It's very morbid, but it's very effective. In this one, no, you can't do that. It's something I wish they would have left in. I would have loved to see new executions. I think there's maybe a couple in single player, but that's it. Single player actually improves on all of these problems. It includes everything I'm talking about. So single player is a little bit shining more than multiplayer right now. But yes, I really wish they would have put executions in multiplayer. My second to last issue about the Gears of War Judgment multiplayer is that there's not enough game modes. I was expecting at least 5 or 6. Gears of War 3 had about like 8. They sort of gave you game modes after a couple of updates here and there. There was Guardian, which was fun. There was King of the Hill, which was also fun. There was Team Deathmatch, regular Team Deathmatch. I don't think there was a free-for-all, though. Do not think that. There was a bunch of other games, too. There was Beast Mode. You know, there was a lot of cool things about Gears 3. There's only about 4. There's Survival. There's Overrun, Team Deathmatch, Free-for-all, and there's another one sort of like King of the Hill where you have to capture points, and that's about it. I really wish they would have put a little bit more in, but who's to tell? They might put in a couple more game modes in future DLC. My 7th and final, most important issue of Judgment is there's no Horde. There is no Horde in Gears of War Judgment. The trademark game mode that made Gears of War Judgment, or made Gears of War the game series at all. In Gears of War 2 it was announced, people were like, that sounds awesome, and I played it, and I fell in love with it, everyone fell in love with it, and they improved on that in Gears of War 3. After every 10 rounds, you fight a boss. You fight a Brumac, son. You fight 3 berserkers, lambent berserkers at once, with tentacles flying out of their back, and you fighting a bunch of locusts and setting up, a camp, and just being a badass. In this one, they don't have that, and it's very disappointing because it's probably one of my favorite game modes of the Gears of War series, and it's sad to have that. They have Overrun. It's sort of like Horde, but you have to protect E-holes, and that's sort of their answer for Horde is Overrun, and I don't think that's a good, replacement for Horde in Gears of War Judgment. Okay, you guys, if you're still with me, do not fret. I am not a hater of Gears of War. I think everything that they did, everything that People Could Fly and Epic did for the multiplayer, it's a fresh experience, and I can dig it. I'm not going to be a hater and say I hate it just because everything is not right the way I want it to be. No, I'm not like that. I give it a chance, and it's different. And I wasn't going into the game thinking that this is going to be the greatest game of Gears ever made. I knew it was going to be different. So my expectations were low, which is good, but they're also high because of the single player, and this is where it gets good. This is the part I love about Gears of War Judgment. The single player is fantastic. You play as Baird and Kilo Squad during 15 days after Emergence Day. You basically have to stop the first oncoming assault in the city you're in. You have to do like everything you have to get your job done. It's pretty cool and pretty funny because Baird's also a really funny guy. There's also these things called Declassified Missions, where it's sort of like an extra little chunk of content that you can do, and it sort of mods the level that you're in. It either makes the enemies tougher, it makes you have less ammo, it makes you go down even more, it makes the enemies harder to kill, and when that happens, it sort of changes the way the game sort of ends up. You're basically in a trial the whole time of the game, well, most of the time of the game, I think. I don't know, I'm actually not that far. And you're telling your side of the story, what happened, what you did, and you're basically saying, the Hammer of Dawn went on way early before people, could even get out of the Hammer of Dawn zone, or something like that. So yeah, there's little chunks like that I think are great. The graphics are beautiful. It's not the Unreal 4 engine, sadly. I would love to see that in this game, but they're saving that for next-gen consoles. That's obvious. But the Unreal 3 engine, it really shines still, and I hope that they still make games with it, or even improve on it with next-gen consoles, because it's a really good engine. The gameplay is still the same, and actually, you actually move a lot faster. It's a lot more fast-paced than Gears 3, if that's even possible, because Gears 3 was really fast-paced. So that's basically what I have to say about Gears of War Judgment. Should you go buy it? If you're a hardcore Gears of War fan and you want a new experience, yes, definitely buy it. If you're looking for a Gears of War 3 experience, I'd say wait until it goes down in price. And if you just want to try it, then rent it at Redbox for about $2 a day. That's about it, you guys. That's all my feelings about Gears of War Judgment. It has some really, really good aspects about it. I love the campaign so far. I'm having a fun time with it, doing a playthrough on it. But the multiplayer, it's a fresh experience, and they made changes that people might not like and people will hate. I know this for sure. I've seen comments. But, change happens, and it's for the best. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you guys like this video, click like and leave in the comments section if you liked what I said, if you liked my valid reasons, if you have any reasons or suggestions that I should talk about next about the Gears of War multiplayer, let me know. Click that subscribe button at the top to stay in tune with all my game vids. I'm still doing the Gears of War Judgment walkthrough, and I'm also going to do a giveaway of the first Gears of War game. Got a free code when I picked it up. So yeah, I'm just going to give away for free. If you want to know, all you have to do is comment on this video or any other videos referencing the Gears of War Judgment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And that's about it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching if you're still here, and I will see you all next time, gamers. Peace.
Incoming flag!